Angelica, here's your blonde hair for her. Okay, good. Today, we're doing a photo shoot. Are you scared? We love doing photo shoots, and that's one of the reasons why I actually started Viva Glam, because I would be producing photo shoots for models and actresses that would be submitted to other magazines. And you know, they always loved my and Deja's work. Deja did the photography, I did hair and makeup and the creative. And I just love magazines. Magazines inspired me to do what I do back in the day, in the 90s. We have 3 beautiful models.
She'll get out on a track to get the right shot, or she'll like go underwater to get it. Like
we have Sarah Urbanik, the photographer, who's been a dear friend of mine. It was one of her first models. I think actually I was her very first professional model she ever shot. She was a fitness model herself. Then she became a photographer, and she's excellent at what she does. And I like bringing her on jobs that require a little more physical, athletic ability, because Sarah is one of those people who will just dive in the mud or swim if she needs to, or, you know, do all kinds of, you know, hanging poses from trees just to get the shot. You name it, anything. Like, there's no shot she can't take, no matter how difficult it is. You know, I think women sometimes feel more comfortable around women, female photographers. And she's one of those very, very few female photographers I use. I keep the circle very small. She's the fairest of this. The lighter skin is as beautiful as the others. No,
I've been doing hair since I was 7 years old, but professionally, I don't want to give away how much time, but just close to 2 decades. I started very young.
I had to step in this particular photo shoot to help Angelica a little bit with hair and makeup, because, you know, time's ticking, we're late. By the time we set up, all of a sudden sun's rising. When it's all the way 90 degrees at 12 noon, it's hard to shoot, so you gotta make sure you work around it.
oh, it's a different boat. Okay, never mind then. You guys love.
Do you mind talking to her about the shoot?
Yes, I was going to.
I wear many hats, and again, this is why I started Viva Glam. I started the magazine that requires a production and content creation and a visionary behind the brand, because that's who I am. Makeup becomes a part of self-expression, you know, and if you're an artist on top of it and you like to do makeup, then you definitely, as an artist, want to express yourself through makeup. Because I like to paint, I like to sculpt, right? I like colors. So for me, it's so much fun to grab a brush and figure out what color I'm gonna dip it into, and just draw these highlights on my face and draw pretty lines, and, you know, just mix colors. And it's a beautiful experience. I don't need it, but I like myself wearing makeup, and I feel complete when I wear makeup, because makeup is a big part of my life, always has been and always will be. It's just really, you know, bringing the beauty out of someone, and it's very rewarding. Well, as soon as we're ready, we'll just load up and we can go. Whenever you're ready.
By the way, this is called the elephant bush because it comes from Africa and it's eaten by the local elephants there. It goes really well here in California.
Where we have so many elephants?
Yes.
We have a beautiful sailboat that Mr. Trenton let us borrow for a day.
I'd be the worker boy.
We would be in big trouble if I was about 20 years older. I'd be in big trouble.
Can you do that again from the front? Yeah.
We're shooting for the Sexiest Issue, which is our 2nd edition. The first one was in 2016, and now we have the 2nd one in 2017, where we feature 20 hottest models, according to us. And it's some of the girls that we adore and we think they're beautiful. And one of the reasons why people liked Viva Glam when I launched it was because all of a sudden we focus on true beauty. It doesn't matter who you are, whether you're famous or you have social following or not, but we really focus on featuring true beauty. And when I say beauty, I mean inside and out.
This one looks great. Did you get any of the back of the suit?
We did.
Okay, cool.
Chin up a little. Chin up. You're gonna probably want to smile more because of the lighting.
There was a point where Sarah, I noticed, is getting really annoyed by Gwen. Sarah is trying to warm up. I know how Sarah works, she doesn't, right? So I was, watching it a little bit and...
Well, it's hard because I have to get into a flow to get to a spot, and I never get to the spot if I'm constantly being like, you see what I'm saying? Because it's like a process, and you have to slowly work to there. So yeah.
So we'll do this one and roll it out?
Yes, you get it. Right here, yeah.
Now Gwen, on the other hand, she was an editor-in-chief for a different magazine before I hired her. So she used to run photo shoots.
I think we have one or two. We definitely have a few of Nikki in there that we can use.
But Gwen just like boom, boom, boom. So then I had to step in during the photo shoot and have a talk with Gwen, tell her basically to leave Sarah alone, just because Sarah really had a hard time focusing on her art as an artist. You just have to let sometimes photographers do their thing.
Yeah, when she smiles, she gets really heavy shadows in here, and she has nice big cheekbones.
She feels she
If you can, look clean. Right? Okay, so when you turn your nose this way, we get ugly shadows, so either keep it straight at me or gently natural.
But pretend like you're fixing it. Yeah. Teeth are disappearing.
But she's got it, she's got it. She's a photographer.
She likes to make me look bad. Katerina really is a force to be reckoned with, which is fine.
Just do social media and when people are just sitting, chilling, just try to capture as much as you can. Okay. Not just the model posing. This photo shoot is Devon's first one with Viva Glam, and I was very curious to see how she's gonna work and how efficient she's going to be. I always realize you just have to give people enough directions, because you can't assume people know it all or they have your vision. You can even tell them, hey girls, look here, so they look into the camera, so it's not necessarily just them doing the work, but also, yay, we're having a good time.
Right. I mean, there's a power, so many powerful women on that boat. Even the models, we're so accomplished. You're so accomplished. Kat, I mean, come on, it's just everything.
Get out of the building.
Okay, let's get out of here.
Get out!
Puppies like this. It looks like
13th, and it was not a new cemetery. It was old in the jungle.
Old cemetery. She wasn't an easy one to shoot.
no, it's bugs.
Yeah.
Bugs.
Because it's tropical, yeah. Yeah, let me see the bikinis.
This is the bikini room. This is most of the bikinis that we're shooting today.
Gwen hasn't been on too many photo shoots yet, so she's also learning the new way, and this is not her job anymore. She needs to take care of the bikini there and make sure we know what company send us the bikini, so we make sure we put the right credit in a magazine, because she's the editor-in-chief of the print edition.
What do you think about this one on Adriana? We're shooting 3 brands on 3 gorgeous models today. We're hoping to get 3 or 4 looks each and just have a lot of fun while we're doing it. I work best on my own, at my own pace. If I have an accurate comprehension of what is needed, then I can get it done. I also really like working with people, so I find my ideal situation to be very flexible, and I think that's a huge part of what I really do love about Viva Glam, is that I get both of those worlds in this job.
Are you scared?
No, I'm not.
I am.
So everybody, just a public service announcement.
Yes.
Don't put anything in the toilet. I'm gonna put these in the bathroom, but when you use them, put them in a trash bag. Awesome.
Okay, that's it. That is so gorgeous. Don't move. Hold that. pull that. Same thing.
We capture that classic beauty, like women when they're sensual, sexy, beautiful, but in a classic way.
Beautiful. I think this is like the Hollywood.
Yeah, shot.
Paparazzi.
Doing hair in the wind, well, actually just go with the wind. We went for loose waves, wavy, so the wind actually helps, you know, and then you just, you know, you spray sea salt, whatever, make it more beachy, because we are at the sea.
All of a sudden, everybody got quiet on the boat. I'm like, what's going on here?
Everyone is seasick.
And I'm like, wait a minute, everybody's sick. I guess I just forgot, you know, you get sick on boats because I haven't been on a boat in a while. So I didn't plan for it. We're all getting kind of sick. Sarah, I think, was the only one who didn't get sick because she was moving around. She's like all focused, and I don't even think Caitlin, you didn't get sick either. Yeah, Caitlin, of course.
I am so into boats and sailboats and cruises, and I really never, ever get sick. I don't know, I felt like good, and then as soon as I stood up, I had to run to the top of the deck because I was seasick.
Everybody was getting sick.
My eyes went blurry, I couldn't breathe, I was like freaking out. Again, second week of work. Chewing gum. Already got my ass kicked by the wind, and here I am seasick. But then I look around and I'm noticing everyone's kind of like cradling and doing like the same thing that I am. So I'm like, maybe it's not just me.
I didn't expect or think that we were going to get motion sickness. It just felt like if you just got off a big roller coaster ride.
And then I started getting sick too.
I think everybody was like beyond sick. Something I was not preparing for.
We're still having an amazing time. Right.
You don't have to fake it.
No, I'm serious.
Sometimes the glamorous life sucks. Yeah, I don't think I can eat this.
It was just so cold. Seriously, thank God I had my fluffy coat. I don't know how models do it now, and I think when I was younger and I modeled, I didn't care either because I was just so happy. I'm having pictures taken of me and I'm in bikini and I feel cute. But man, I was so cold. The wind and everything, it was just so freezing, and all I'm thinking is like, boy, these girls, you know, they didn't complain once. They were cool, on top of things, and I'm like, you know, they deserve some props here because people think modeling is easy. It's not difficult. You go through moments like you're freezing your ass off. That is a nice suit, huh? Yeah, or she can shoot from top down. Gives you more cleavage. So Caitlin, you know, our videographer, director, she's there doing all these weird squats in her tight, old, worn out leggings. And you know, she's kind of like a dude, right? Because she came from hanging out with dudes more than girls. So when I met her, she's like, oh, like, you know, and do this, do that.
I'm on a boat.
So I'm watching her on the boat, and I look up, and there's this like crutch, like looking at me, and she's just trying to get the shot, of course, which is awesome. But I'm like, ooh, girl, you know, you kind of gotta keep it classy here. Kind of entertaining, but we need to do something about that. And I think, you know, we might do an episode about a little makeover or Miss Caitlin because I think she needs it.
Yeah, look at that squat.
Many times when women are around, like in production world, if they end up around too many men, they start acting and behaving and looking in a way like men because they want to fit in.
We're just having locker talk.
Yeah. Sometimes women don't get enough respect when you are a videographer or the sound person or, you know, anyone on the production team, unless you kind of act or look like a guy. So I saw it in Caitlin because I've seen it before because I've been in a production for so long. She came with that energy of a man, and I see this beautiful human being with gorgeous long hair and with a beautiful soul, and she's just covered up in this men energy. I have some work to do on her. Since people love makeovers, I think I'm gonna ask her if she would trade with me. I'll do a makeover on her, and she can teach me singing because she's an amazing opera singer. And I hope you guys get to hear it because, whew. that's one thing I'm missing. So hopefully next episode. Deal. Oh my gosh, and we got to see dolphins. How beautiful. Only in California, right? I'm in the valley. What do I see? Dolphins here, right? As me as a vegan, you know, I just love nature. It was a good experience. I think everybody had fun. I love working with women, even though they can be catty. People say, I don't really feel we have that experience. We just always end up working things out and being supportive, and you know, it's always a good experience.
Are you in the shot?
Yeah.
If you are, you better scoot in.
I'm gonna take off my backpack. I'll be in the shot.
Captain in the middle.
Okay, coming. Yes, ma'am.
I don't think I'm doing another shoot on the boat anytime soon. A mansion would be nice. Or white sand beaches. Or Italy. Yeah, Italy.
Katerina will be like, you gotta manifest it. You're gonna use that take, aren't you? Just that, you gotta manifest it.
I'm pretty excited about this issue and I can't wait to get it out. And you can find it on VivaGlamMagazine.com, obviously, and we'll ship it to you because it's in print and it's also in digital format. And we put so many moments, beautiful moments into that publication that I would hope that it radiates and brings something into your life and makes you feel good and uplifted. Definitely get it. Helicopters, planes, you know, boats. Not fun sometimes. Next episode on the 90s
It's not about the goals in life, it's about getting to the point of achieving them. It's living the life in between the mile markers in life, because that's where the living is.
You can catch the 90s Girl at VivaGlamMagazine.com in the videos section or VivaGlamMagazine.com/videos.